Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Good afternoon, everyone, and good morning, good day, or good evening to the rest of the world. So, welcome back once again, guys, to Pageant Mag Philippines live sessions. This is gonna be very special episode for everyone, guys, because you know what, we have a very special guests, and you heard it right. It's guests, guys, because for this afternoon we have our newly crowned queens. So they are going to join us this afternoon. And yours truly, once again, Francois is your pageant correspondent. And guys, we are live simultaneously on Facebook page and on our YouTube channel. So if you have any questions, guys, later for our queens, please do subscribe and click the bell notification and follow and like our Facebook page for more pageant updates. We are also on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok rather. So please do follow us on all our social media platforms. So once again, this episode is being brought to us by Celebrity, a celebration of tea of a lifetime. All right, so I believe that you are all excited as I do to meet our fresh queens. Yes, they are absolutely fresh because they were just crowned last Sunday and they are here. So our esteemed guests this afternoon are Miss Philippines Earth 2021 queens. So let's just give some. Let's just refresh ourselves from from the announcement of winners or during the coronation night last Sunday.
Mandaluyong City. We say, congratulations, because you are Miss Philippines Fire, RONI, MENESES. Philippines Ecotourism, Tanay Rizal. Congratulations. Mandaluyong City. We say, congratulations, because you are Miss Philippines Fire, RONI, MENESES.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
ROCEL, Angela Songano. We say congratulations, because you are Miss Philippines Water, Iloilo City.
Oh my. you so much. God.
Captain, congratulations. You are Miss Philippines Air, Ate Mon and Quezon.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
NAELAH, I just want to say, congratulations, because you are Miss Philippines Earth 2021, Parañaque City. Congratulations, NAELAH ALSHORPAJI.
Oh my God, I'm freaking out a little. Thank you.
We love your smile. We can feel your emotion right now.
I just want to say thank you to everybody who's supported me through this. It's been a very difficult journey, but to my heart, I knew that I wanted to be Miss Earth because it is something really dear to me. I told them if it would be pageant, I'd join Miss Earth. I understand how I want to move on with the future. I thank everybody from my KF team to True Queen Mindset, as well as the entirety of the Parañaque. Thank you so much.
All right, so there you are, guys. So they are our new queens. So please do help me then to welcome our queens with a virtual applause. Our new Miss Philippines Earth 2021 queens, NAELAH ALSHORPAJI.
Hi.
Yes, AMEERA ALMAMARI, ROCEL, SONGANO, RONI MENESES, and of course, oh, there you go. Our queen, Sofia GALVE. So there we are. How are you guys?
Okay naman. Feel
Doing
very happy.
well.
So, kumusta? Very fresh. That's only last Sunday. How does it feel right now?
Who do you want to ask?
Yes, let's start with our Miss Philippines Earth. Mhm.
Uh, I'm sorry, what was the question again? Sorry. Just
How do you feel right now? I think it's still you're still in the cloud nine.
I feel very ecstatic, a bit tired because we constantly have interviews the moment we wake up till before we sleep. But I'm very thrilled because now we get to talk to everybody in the little world. But Miss Earth means are proud.
Mhm. And yes, Amari, how are you? So, how is it now? How do you feel right now?
I feel good. It has sunk in completely, thank God, because the responsibilities are coming at us left and right. So it's quite tiring, but I'm very, very happy right now, and I couldn't be happier.
Wow, so congratulations once again. And of course, Rosel.
It was very nice to feel reminiscent, especially when you saw that video at the start of this interview. But I did shut up out of bed today and then I went, oh my gosh, I miss Philippines Earth Water. So I think it did sink in today. Thank gosh, oh
Mhm.
my gosh. And I'm just really happy and thankful.
Yes, Ronnie.
Yes, finally, same with the other queens, nag-sync in na talaga siya. And I'm still super happy. And kahit tuloy-tuloy yung interviews namin, okay lang kahit nakakapagod. Sobrang saya. Just really enjoying
Wow.
every moment.
Wow. Sophia.
Yes, the feeling has finally sunk in, and I'm very excited for all of our programs that we're going to roll out in the future. But for now, we're really just trying to get through a week of interviews, and we're very happy to share our stories.
Wow. So once again, girls, once again, queens, congratulations to all of you. And I'm more than proud and honored to have you this afternoon gracing our page and of course our channel. So thank you so much. So primarily this is your media week, am I correct?
Yes.
Yes,
So how's the feeling that you are guesting to all of the pageant media channels, and yeah, even to our broadcast networks, right? So how's the feeling right now, girls? Yes, Sophia.
We're feeling like stars, you know, the all the attention that we're getting. It's very nice. It's kind of tiring. Like for example, I'm very introverted, so it takes a lot of energy to get through the interviews. But nevertheless, I am very happy to be able to share my stories and of course to share bonding moments as well with my queen
Mm-hmm.
sisters, because at least during these interviews we also get to talk and know more about each other.
Ronnie, how was it?
ang saya. Lahat ng interview, super different from each other. Tas super enjoy lang. Kung medyo nakakapanibago nga na sunod-sunod, oh, I'm sorry, na sunod-sunod talaga yung interview namin.
Mm-mm.
Very just like
Sophia.
celebrity.
Ayun. Yes, sorry about that. Sophia, how was it?
I think I'm
I'm
done
sorry.
na.
I'm sorry. Rosel rather. Rosel rather.
Yeah, they were all different from each other, and I felt like some of the questions from each of the interviews brought us all closer together. So I am looking forward to this interview, and I hope that it does the same for us.
Absolutely. Yes, Amira. Mhm.
Yeah, I feel the same way. It's actually unreal that we are being interviewed right now because I never imagined that I'd be interviewed by broadcast networks and by pageant bloggers. So it's very fun, although it's tiring. And also, I'm happy to be sharing pieces of ourselves so we can also get to know each other better and share ourselves with other people.
And of course, Neila.
I agree with the girls. We didn't really have any bonding during the pageant.
Mm-hmm.
And now that we have all of these, we get to know each other a little bit more before we finally meet and unite together. So that's quite lovely. At the same time,
Mm-hmm.
seeing my face on newspapers, magazines, or all the interviews, Rappler, I think it's quite crazy. This is the things I used to read as a kid. And the fact that I'm even on it just it's mind-boggling. It's very baffling. So I'm just there like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my goodness, is this really me? It's like I'm still in a dream. I've accepted it, but it still feels like a dream.
Mm-hmm. So what guys are you looking forward, since it already sank into you that you are all now queens? So what are you looking forward as the new queens of Miss Philippines Earth? Let's start with Rosel.
I'm really looking forward to learn more about my teen sisters here and to really learn about their cultures and what they've been doing with their advocacies so that we could really work together and form an organization maybe or just start an initiative so that, in the end we have a fruitful reign.
All right, and Amira.
Yeah, I actually agree because our own advocacies and our own personal projects, that's a given. So I'm really
Mhm.
looking forward to meeting the girls, to whatever responsibilities we have with the organization because this is all new to me and I'm just very excited to have Queen Sisters finally.
Mm-hmm. Neila.
I'm excited to push for the projects as well. And I've been talking with the girls, and we have a lot of things that we want to do. I want to make a proof of everything that I want to do in terms of advocacy, in terms of educating the Philippines. So I'm so happy that it's this bundle of girls because they're all so knowledgeable in terms of the environment. And we all have such a good heart. So I'm excited to look for the future, and I hope all of you too. There's a lot coming, guys. Stay tuned.
Absolutely. We were looking forward to that. And of course, Sophia.
I agree with the girls, but I am also looking forward specifically for us to get into a photo shoot all together. That's one of the
Mm-hmm.
main things I'm looking forward to. Ever since I think Sunday, I was telling myself, there's still the CQ. When are we gonna have our photo shoot? So I'm really looking forward to that.
Yes. Why not, diba? And Roni. Mm-hmm.
Super same with everything that they said. I'm just so
Mm-hmm.
excited to meet them kasi never pa kami nagkita talaga, never pa kami nag-bond
In
personally.
person. Mm.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm super excited for that. And ang dami naming ideas, so excited ako na magawa namin lahat yun.
Ayun. So you guys have different advocacies, right? So are you planning guys to collaborate each other among you? Yeah, to collaborate each other, and what you guys are planning for your advocacies. Let's start with Ronnie.
Yes, definitely. We really want to create like one big project na talagang lahat kami may say, lahat ng advocacy namin may part doon. So
Mm-mm.
yun, we're thinking of doing like a vlog or yun nga, like an
Mm-mm.
organization. So I
Mm-mm.
very, madami talaga kami plans. We're just waiting talaga na magkaroon ng chance na magsama-sama.
Ayun. And of course, Sophia.
Yes, I agree with Ronnie. The beautiful thing about our advocacies is they are so diverse. So
That's
there's something
right.
we can really do to connect with one another. Like for example, my ecopreneurship advocacy, I can actually connect it to Ronnie's vegetarianism and plant-based diet because
Perfect.
we're also going to have agroforestry projects in Tanay. So that is something that we
Mm-hmm.
can really connect with.
Mm-hmm. Rosel.
Yes, same here. I think so that we can collaborate because my advocacy is focused on environmental education through the arts. So the arts is a medium that's very versatile. We can all incorporate our diverse advocacies into this. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm. And yes, the NAELAH. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm quite excited to collaborate with the girls, as well as each one of these girls are very passionate towards their advocacy. And how can you learn more by just talking to these girls? So I can't wait to have a moment and a day for them to educate me on their lifestyle and their advocacy, and I can't wait to share my ideas with them too. Hopefully, it would go to their cities, to their barangays, and they get those ideas as well.
And Amira.
Yeah, I'm on the same page because ever since we were crowned, so many ideas shot in my head already because at that moment I was very inspired by the other girls' advocacies
Mm-mm.
and I want to bring them to different parts to where I live. So, very excited for our collaboration. I really hope we get the time to talk about it and to start something really soon.
Wow. So we are very much excited for this collaboration, guys. Now, let's go back to your journey as candidates for Miss Philippines Earth, right? So, what guys were you thinking before the coronation before the coronation day? I know that it was actually moved, right, from July 25 to August 8 eventually. So, what were you guys doing? What were you thinking during those waiting moments? Let's start with Amira.
Okay, during the waiting moments, I actually didn't do much aside from train for my Q&A as much as I could. And also,
Mhm.
I let myself relax a little bit, especially a few days before the coronation. I played some video games with my brother para lang ma-relax ako because the waiting time was, it was, it was like I was in agony. I was very
Agony,
aligaga,
that's
hindi
right.
ako mapakali because it was so long talaga. Our last live event
Mm-mm.
was like July 16. Tapos August 8 na
Mhm.
yung susunod. So it was, ewan ko. So I just let myself relax and train also on the side.
Mhm. Um, Nana.
I as well, exactly like Amira. When we didn't have anything, I would just train on my Q&A as much as possible. But most of the time, I would wake up and play video games because it yeah, it would help me chill out a little bit, not think about it too much. I just want to be very present at the moment, and it's a lot
Mhm.
of pressure because the time where we're not training or we're not doing anything for Miss World, that's where all the hot picks come out. That's where all the conversations come up. So we just
Mhm.
want to put that into side. Let's not think about that. Let's just think about this video game right now.
And Ronnie.
Actually,
Mhm.
ako, like few days before our coronation, my family and I went to Laguna. So,
Mhm.
swimming, karaoke, we were playing. So, talaga super parang nag-vacation. Nag-leave muna ako sa mundo ng pageantry. Parang gusto ko lang muna
Mhm.
ma-relax, parang hindi ako masyadong ma-pressure. So, yun, talaga
Mhm.
I spend time with my family.
Sophia.
I would have wanted a getaway like Ronnie did. Pero same with the other girls, video games talaga yung naging outlet ko. Resident Evil specifically. To relieve
Baka
myself of
galit si Nana.
stress. Kasi sobrang tense, sobrang intense talaga nung meeting game. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if you're going to get a call or what's going to happen.
Mhm.
Are we all going on stage? Are they planning something
Oo.
live? So we don't really, we're clueless and everything. So what I did was just really focus on my video games.
We should all scream, that's for sure.
And yes, Rosel.
Funny thing is, I also spent the week playing video games because I knew that there were going to be a self-awareness questions. So I felt really lost at that time. I had to go back to who I really was and unwind. But then, siguro mga 2 days before the finals, I really had to put all of my efforts into studying. So I read so many books. And maybe the morning of the finals, I talked to my friends to ground myself again.
Parang si Ronnie lang ang hindi nag-video games.
Oo nga, sa-OP ako doon.
Are you not
Magpapasok
into
ako
video
dito.
games ba?
Not really. But I can learn. Para naman, I can play with them.
Cute.
Baka kapag ka, baka kapag ka nagkita-kita kayo, ikaw na lang ang OP talaga. OP ka na talaga sa kanila. Aloka. So, ayun guys, since this was it was a virtual pageant, no? If I may ask, what was the most challenging experience, or shall I say most struggling challenge that you had throughout the pageant? So let's start it with Naila.
The struggle that I had during the pageant was financial struggles and also
Mm-mm.
struggles with time because I was working at the same time with my modeling because I had to finance
Mm-mm.
a lot of the money myself, and just spending hours and hours recording these videos became super exhausting. And then when the results would come out, sometimes it would be not up to par with what I want. So I would spend another whole day reshooting the same video. So
Mm-mm.
that would be my struggles, but it's all fine now. I
Mm-mm.
mean, it's all good already.
It's all worth it.
Yeah, it's all worth it. That's what I mean.
Yeah. Yes, Amira.
It was
But for
staging the,
Amira kasi for Amira, she has a big production. So what
yeah.
was challenging in that? Mhm.
Yeah, for me personally, it was being tired lang because we would spend hours. But I think overall, including my team, it was staging the production in every tourist spot we went to because sometimes we'd walk on the sand, minsan nasa resort, tapos unpredictable yung weather, umuulan, so magmamap pa, antayin pa mag-dry. So I think those were the biggest challenges, also aside from the time.
Mhm. And Rosel?
Siguro since we're in the pandemic, it was struggling to get permits from our government agencies and all that. And so we didn't really get the shots that we wanted to take for our eco video. And talking about the eco video, we had to travel a lot, and I got a lot of injuries at that time. I got a lot of bruises. Yeah. So it doesn't really matter now because all those injuries got me to where I am today.
Perfect, diba? And yes, Rosel daw. Sophia. Mhm.
There was one particularly challenging day when we went to
Mhm.
Tinipak River in Daraitan. So I shot two swimsuit videos there.
Mhm.
So we did that for 6 hours. And then I think for 4 hours, that was whole chaotic because I think there was a miscommunication with the supposed venue for my preliminary long gown. So I
Mhm.
think we were booked for Sunday. We were there Monday. So there was a miscommunication and they wouldn't allow us to shoot because there are a lot of people and it's for the safety of them as well. So we had
Mhm.
to find another location then and there because the deadline was I think a day away from that
Mhm.
shooting date. So thankfully we were able to get another venue for that. So that was a particularly stressful day.
But still a blessing, diba? Mhm. And yes, Ronnie. How about you?
Actually ako rin meron akong like 2 days na super stressful and pareho
Mm-hmm.
yun regarding my long gown.
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously I talked to the designer, tapos nagbigay na ako ng date kung kailan ako magsushoot ng video. Tapos, parang a day before nung shooting, kung kailan ko kukunin yung gown, hindi pa gawa yung gown ko. As in wala pa siya talagang laman, wala pa yung beads, walang anything. So yung stress ko na parang, magsushoot na ako tomorrow, paano yun? Yung deadline, ma-a-adjust lahat, hindi pwede.
Mm-mm.
And sakto kasi yung mom ko umuwi. Tapos when she found out about it, siya yung mas na-stress. Tapos parang ako, ma, wait lang. Sabi ko, ako yung first stress ako inside. Sabi ko, wait lang ma, hindi ko kailangan ng like negative thoughts, negative vibe, ganyan. So, nung pinadala yung gown sa akin, nung same day na magsushoot ako. Tapos when I got it, dun ko lang siya first time nasukat. Tapos ang daming mali. So, like, hindi na fix yung hem, yung trimmings, ang
Mm-mm.
pangit, hindi maayos lahat. So, talagang yung stress ko, parang nalagpas na. Tapos ayokong ipakita sa lahat na nagagalit na ako or naiinis na ako kasi baka bumagsak yung buong team, yung buong so, as much as possible, I try to stay like very calm and collected. Tapos sabi ko,
Wow.
buti na lang virtual. At least kayang dayain sa angles, huwag na lang ipakita
Uh,
yung parts na hindi pa tapos. So yun, very stressful pero ay naman, happy naman ako sa naging output nung long gown video.
Video. Wow, that's very queenly of you, ha? And as in very tawag, how shall I say? Um ang tawag to? Nakalimutan ko yung term. As in queenly talaga siya. Yun, nakalimutan ko na yung term. Ayun, thank you so much. Guys, if you have any questions, please do drop your questions down below. When we return, we'll definitely ask your questions direct to them. And definitely we will get to know more about our queens during their journey and of course on their plans, of course, if there will if we still have to talk about their plans. So please stay tuned, guys. When we return, we'll talk more about with our queens. All right, after this short break, guys. All right, so we are back. All right, there you go. So, let's go back to your journey, guys. And if I may ask, what was your favorite or somehow the much awaiting or awaited event of Miss Philippines Earth pageant during the current during your journey? At Miss Philippines Earth, what was the most awaiting part that you really want to, or what you have enjoyed the most? Oh, let's start it with Rosel.
Yung most awaited would have to be, excuse me, would have to be the eco video for me because a lot of work was put into it. And I did just showcase myself, but I also showcased my community, Iloilo City, and of course my advocacy. So it really shined what heart or my advocacy is entitled really meant.
Wow. And yes, Sophia.
It's the same as Rosel. I also love my echo
Mm-mm.
video because I written and directed it myself. And it's really exciting because we have a lot of tourist spots in Tanay. I actually wanted to showcase the Tipun and rock formation, but I wasn't able to do that because the climb up is very dangerous. Well, not really dangerous, but
Mm-hmm.
it's really tricky. So I cannot really bring a
Slippery,
lot
eh?
of my yes, I cannot really bring a lot of my team members. So we
Mm-mm.
opted for Mount Coolest instead for the Sea of Clouds. So I really love the Echo video segment.
At least you have a lot of options in Tanay, no? Yes,
Yes.
Aroni, how about you?
Lagi ko mention favorite ko din yung evening gown. But then, today, gusto ko i-mention na gusto ko rin yung eco video.
Mm-hmm.
because never ko actually inisip na magluluto ako for my eco video. So parang siya naging vlog na parang
Mm-hmm.
cooking show in a way. And then sa last part, dun ko na pinakita yung like my advocacy and then yung mandan yung city. So it was very fun. We had to shoot it for 2 days. So wala, ang
Mm-hmm.
saya lang. It was very fun.
Ayun. Yes, Amira.
Yan. Mine naman was the evening gown because the gown was really made for me because when we first
Mm-hmm.
visited the designer, he had the gown on display pero it wasn't for anyone. It was color parang blue-green turquoise siya. Eh, yung color of the earth ko was orange. So parang ako,
Mm-hmm.
hala, ang ganda nito. And then pinasukat siya sa akin. And secretly, they made a gown for me pala. It was a surprise by the designer. So he thought of the design and everything, thought of my advocacy and my color of the earth. So the first time I wore the gown, it was a perfect fit talaga. So I said that I would wear that talaga on the coronation because I knew that gown would
Mm-hmm.
make me a winner. And it did. So that was my favorite.
Wow, di ba? Ang galing. So it was really meant for you. How about you, Neila?
For me, it would also be like the eco video,
Mm-hmm.
because I really enjoyed shooting the eco video, touring around the Paranaque city, having them
Mm-hmm.
behind me and supporting me as much as possible. There was a lot of difficulties with the video because the videographer that was sponsored for me for that one, he
Mm-hmm.
actually ghosted me for a long time, and then he didn't give me my eco video. But the moment he
Mm-hmm.
sent it to me, it was 4 minutes long, and
Mm-hmm.
me and my partner actually had to edit the entire video ourselves because we
Mm-hmm.
weren't able to really. I wasn't able to talk to him to see what I could do. So it was a bonding moment between me and my partner. We finished the eco video, and we're so surprised because we only did it for 8 hours, submitted it, and then I found out that we got into the top 20 for eco video. So that was very thrilling because we actually edited it. I we made the script, we recorded it
Mm-hmm.
together. It was great.
Wow. So congratulations for making it to the top 20, di ba? Ayan. So guys, I noticed that, or queens rather, I've noticed that none of you ever mentioned about the intelligence. Either it's the most challenging or the most favorite part. So why so? Is it just like not really challenging segment for you guys? Let's start it with Neila.
For me, uh, the intelligence round wasn't
Mm-hmm.
so bad, but you just get nervous because it's a very important round, especially when it comes to Miss Earth. You don't want to say the wrong things. You want to educate the people around you, and you want to show the judges what you're made of. So there's a lot going on the line. So prior
Mm-hmm.
to that, you always have to mentally prepare yourself. You have to make sure that you're, because the moment you start to doubt yourself, it would show. So you have to like be confident there. And that's not exactly my favorite thing, but it was a very enjoyable moment. And because of Miss Earth, I actually gained more confidence in the way that I speak due to that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And of course, Sophia.
So I think the difference is because the echo video is very fun and you can go a little bit loose with yourself because you're just shooting for the ecotourism sites of your municipality. But with the intelligence round, I think every one of us really took it seriously because we wanted to get our facts straight, especially when we get asked about environmental questions. But the thing
Mm-hmm.
about my intelligence round was why it wasn't really my favorite was because I was expecting environmental questions, but I was asked a little bit more personal questions, which was okay for me. You know, it's a really okay for me. But I really wanted to showcase, like, for example, my knowledge about Kaliwa Dam in Tanay. You know, the circular economy, how to marry sustainability with urban development, for example. Those are the topics that I really am passionate about but I wasn't asked in the duration of my journey. So that's why I'm a little bit, I'm a little bit iffy with my intelligence. But I love the answers that I gave.
Mm-hmm. And Ronnie.
Intelligence route, I wouldn't say na favorite ko siya, pero hindi na naman siya yung like least favorite.
List.
Yeah, no naman. Somewhere in between. Because before
Uh-uh.
that day, grabe yung kaba ko. Super, super kaba. Because I really don't like mga public speaking or yung mga talagang Q&A na gano'n. But then nung nandun na, I was very happy kasi may tinanong sa akin, isang about my advocacy and then one about my personal life. So medyo nag-balance. And yeah, it was very fun naman. Natuwa ako na hindi ako mukhang like tense, very relaxed lang. So yeah, it was a nice experience.
Amira.
Yeah, so the intelligence round is actually way up there on my favorites. Medyo naungusan lang siya nung evening gown. And that was because, like Ate Sophie, I am actually an introverted person. So it takes a lot of energy and effort for me to show my personality through the screen. And so I really practiced hard for that. I did a lot of personality development with my mentors in order for me to bring out my personality. And the night before, I had a practice round and it went so well. So during the intelligence round, super happy ako na naging personality game din siya, that I was able to bring it out, that one of the judges actually asked me why I was so happy. So ayun, the intelligence round was actually one of my favorites then.
All right. And Rosel.
It was a little nerve-wracking for me because there was an added pressure when our other queens told us that it was a make it or break it moment. So we really had to give our best because it was a crucial part of the pageant. And
That's right.
so, yeah, I had to train a lot, especially because I'm also an introvert. I had to really know myself because I knew that there were going to be questions about my advocacy and who I really was. So I had to make my personality shine as well.
hmm I'm pretty sure, girls, I'm pretty sure, queens, rather, that there are still more of your sisters that will definitely go back or somehow repeat joining Miss Philippines Earth in the coming years, right? Because there are still younger queens, right, or candidates in your batch. Now, if you were to ask, if you were to give them somehow a sort of advice to what should prepare, on how to prepare, what would that be, or how would that be? Let's start it with Amira.
Okay, in terms of preparation, I actually noticed that a lot of the girls this year, all 65, were very, very prepared. And so I don't think I can give any advice on that. But just remember that pageants is also about destiny. So this may be not your year, but the following years, I'm very sure that some of them will flourish because I was very threatened by every single one of them. And they are amazing. And I saw how passionate they are. So I advise to never give up on their dreams because one day they will bloom.
Mm-hmm. And Rosel.
Same here. The girls they all performed really well, and I don't think I can give advice, but just know that we're all rooting for you if you have your future endeavors. We'll be here to cheer you on.
Mm-hmm. Nana.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with the girls. I don't think I can give very solid advice because at the end of the day, I really believe that it was just luck and destiny. They all gave as much effort as me. They're all as intelligent me and as beautiful as I am. And I know that it's just timing. It's all about timing.
Mm-mm.
Sometimes you can't help it, but let it go towards destiny and whatever happens. So if you want to join again, I salute you. Your character will always develop. Just know to yourself that you are just as good. You just need to have your time.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yes, Aroni.
I super agree that it's all about destiny kasi sometimes no matter how hard you try, kahit binigay mo na lahat, if hindi mo pa din makuha, it only means that it is not for you yet. It's not your time yet. So sa
Mm-hmm.
mga girls, just continue staying hopeful and be persistent lang. Hintayin nyo lang yung time nyo. Huwag nyo madaliin. Enjoy the
Mm-mm.
process and, just wait for the right time. Dadating naman kung ano yung para sa inyo talaga.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Yes, Sophia.
I agree that we're all equally prepared going to this
Mm-hmm.
competition. And I think the only advice that I can give is that do not look too much into social media, especially the hot pics, because they are never reflective of your capacity quality of your ability is, and most especially your beauty and intelligence, they will
Mm-hmm.
never ever be able to reflect that on the hot picks.
Mm-hmm.
So do not listen to those. You might not be able to get away fully from these comments, but still
Mm-hmm.
remember that when you're looking at these hot picks, they are never reflective of your capacity.
That's right. I definitely agree with Sophia that hot picks are definitely not the. I like the reaction of Nana. Hot picks are definitely not the judges. All right, so they're not the judges that tells you who are the winners. All right, so don't ever get this don't ever meddle with hot picks, guys, whenever you are joining pageants. These are just hot picks are just personal choices of whoever made it, right? Of Regardless of the pages they represent. All right. Ayon. And also I definitely agree with you all girls, especially with what Amira just mentioned, that everyone is absolutely threatening, right? So if I may ask, guys, who among your sisters were you threatened so much? Let's start it with Rosel. Who
Oh
among
my
your
god.
sisters that you felt threatened really from the beginning? Mhm.
Okay, I'll be honest, 'cause I find this a little interesting, a little fun. But it was actually Amira because we're almost the same age. And she was so good with her words and then like so charming that people would
Mhm.
actually listen to her. So I'm like, oh my gosh, how do I do that? I have to
Mhm.
catch up. So I don't know. It was more like I took it as an inspiration or a motivation to do better as well. So like I don't know, I'm just so happy that I'm here with her right now.
All right, Amira, since you were the thorn, you were the thorn for Rosel.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
walang halong bola. I actually had a list of girls I
Mm-hmm.
was threatened by. Pero not like competition ko to, pero an improvement din. All
Mm-mm.
of these girls with me were on that list. And the number one, I'm not afraid to say naman that it was NAELAH. Kasi from the start pa lang, sabi ko, oh my gosh, parang mukha siyang parang mananalo, parang ganon. So sabi ko, I have to give all of them a good fight talaga. And
Mm-hmm.
I think I was able to do that. And honestly, I'm just really happy. It was never a game of competition talaga. It
Mm-hmm.
was a game of
Yeah.
improvement lang, improving myself,
Mm-mm.
production, style. Pero honestly, lahat sila nandun sa list ko. Kinukwento ko pa sa nanay ko na, ito din, si Iloilo din. Hala, si Tanay pa pala, ganon. Ganon kami magkwentuhan.
Absolutely, you did very well, diba? And to be honest, guys, you are also part of my hot picks, but I did not publish it. Yes, yes, Neila. Who threatened you?
Why do you say it like that? Like that? I'm gonna block out all of the people here. They all threatened. Actually, all of these girls are all on my hot pick list. I admired all of them from afar. I was watching all the girls,
Mhm.
but the two girls here, honestly speaking, that I was super threatened by were Amira and Sophia. Because I was
Mhm.
listening to Sophia's background story and then how she's talking about it. I'm like, oh my God, this girl is probably super intelligent and I have to fight this. And then for Amira, I was like, oh my God, I thought I was going to be the only Arab chick here. There's another Arab chick. So
Mhm.
I looked at Amira, I was like, and then yeah. And then also I saw her team, I was like, passionate pa yung team niya, nakakatakot. Like they're so full on. Like even when I go for my own interviews and it's not me, there's nobody there. It's like Amira for the crown.
Grabe.
I love her support, so passionate. Like all the girls here, I swear to God, I was eyeing all of them. Si Ronnie naman, Si Ronnie naman, the funny thing is that me and her kept matching in some things. Like we matched in golf,
Oh,
and then we
yeah,
also wore the same dress for like
yeah.
pasabog. So I
Mm-mm.
thought that was funny. And yeah, even though I was watching her from the start talaga. I was like, I need to keep my eye on her. I want to be her friend.
But Nila, let me just ask, when you notice that someone commented while you're during your interview and someone commented that Amira for the crown, how did you feel about
Oh,
that?
I felt like how passionate. I was like, wow, she has like a really, really big fan base. And then I asked my PR person naman, sabi ko, bakit ang ingay ng ate Mona? Kasi sabi niya, ganun sila, they're like very passionate. And I was like, oh, okay. So I was threatened, but at the same time, I had a lot of respect. Kasi I wish Paranaque was also like maingay like that.
Bakit si Linel ba hindi maingay?
Maingay naman si Linel. Pero kasi ate Mona, buong city, alam mo yun, para
Yeah. I can attest to that. Yes, even during the interview, even during her live sessions with us, grabe, sumasabog yung comment section. Yes, hello Trisha. Good afternoon to you, Trisha. Yan. So shout out daw. Mhm. All right. So ano na?
Linel versus ate
Let's start. Yeah, let's start with lineal lang. Lineal only versus Atimonan. Yes, Ronnie. How about you? Who threatened you?
With me naman, I wouldn't say threatened kasi
Mhm.
entering the pageant, iba yung mindset ko, hindi siya competition. Because to me,
Mhm.
it was never about like proving yourself na you're better than them. Hindi siya ganun eh, para
Mhm.
sa akin. And we all have the same goal naman. Yung
Mhm.
sa akin lang, actually lahat sila, naramdaman ko
Mhm.
na ay magiging queens ng mga to. Magkaka-crown silang lahat.
Mhm.
Because lahat sila, they're also strong, they're also beautiful, intelligent. So talaga naramdaman ko yun. Pero yung in terms of like competition and threat and wala. So, hindi ako ganun kasi mag-isip. Ayoko may
Mhm.
kinakalaban. So I was just really
Oo.
focusing on trying to be better every segment. Yun. And I'm just
Mhm.
so happy na tama naman din yung naisip ko. See, we're all here. So yeah, it's
Oo.
an honor.
But do you also have hot picks during the competition?
Every segment, meron akong naiisip na, oh yeah, I like her outfit, I like her video,
Mm-mm.
mga ganun. Pero not naman yung parang susulat ko kung sino yung mga talagang nasa hot.
Oh, ang sweet naman. Gusto ko yung heart mo. Sana all. Di ba? And how about you, Sophia?
Parang boxing lang, 'di ba? Parang pinapanood mo din
Oo.
yung video sa kalaban mo para to see how they actually strategize for the
Oo.
competition. But 'di ba? I think
Oo. For you to
that's
do your
really
strategies as well.
yeah, that's true. I
Oo.
mean, it's funny because pageants are supposed to be graceful and glam, but you didn't know behind the
Exactly.
scenes or talking to our handlers and to our
Mm-mm.
parents saying that, oh, this girl, this is he's gonna give me a fight for of my life. And I think all of the girls here in this room with me really, really gave me a fight. But I also want to shine some light on the other candidates that really gave me a run for my money. Like, for
Mm-mm.
example, Miss Ria of Silay City
Hmm?
and
Uh-huh.
Sumbong Pugon, right? And Dil Ventique actually because she's also an ecopreneur advocate such as myself. So those are just some of the girls that really were in my personal hot picks, and I really admire them because
Mm-mm.
of their passion as well for protecting Mother Earth.
Mm-mm. That's right. Wow, di
Feeling
ba?
ko nasilisahan ni
Iba.
Amira.
Yes, Amira. Mhm.
Yeah. What?
oh,
Yes. Are you going to say something?
Uh,
no, wala.
I was gonna say one of my hot picks that was not on this list, and I was quite shocked that she didn't make it to the top 10 with Alonga Paul because have any of you guys seen Alonga Paul's body? She has like the best body I've ever seen in
Mm.
my life. She's like a Barbie. I was just like the first time I saw, I was like, how are you 18? Like that's crazy. Yeah.
20 inches waistline, no? Grabe, no? So,
Still
hi,
my
Jordy
favorite.
Gaston. Yeah, hi, Jordy Gaston. Other people said na boring ang virtual pageant. Pero nung napanood ko, grabe ang intense pala ng laban. Napaka-special ng announcement of winners. Yes, this batch is really very intense. Very competitive batch talaga to. Among Miss Earth, well, it's the most competitive batch in the Miss Earth history. Yes. Mm-hmm. Again.
Wow.
Kasi nga, yeah, kasi back then you would know who could already win it all. But this year, ang hirap. Promise. Kaya only this year that I wasn't able to publish. Because I really don't know who's gonna win, no? Diba? Kaya yun, wala akong hot picks ng Miss Philippines Earth. Ayun. Anyways, let's move forward. All right. So, guys, if you are going to redo something from your from your performances, no? What would that be? What particular performance that you would like to redo and do better? Let's start it with Naila.
I wouldn't redo anything to got me to where I am right now, but if I really had to choose, I would probably choose my performance for the beachwear because that's where the noise started to happen. That's when people started to message me, including my family, saying like, "You need to work on your walk. You need to do this and this and this." Yeah, like they're throwing hate. And then I realized I was like, it was just not videoed well because I was already training on my walk and my walk was already improved. It was just not, produced well. It wasn't shown well. So if I could change one thing, it's just change the way it was videoed so I could make it look a lot better. But anything
Mm-hmm.
else, I really enjoyed the entirety of my
Mm-hmm.
pageant and my journey.
Mm-hmm. All right. And how about Amira?
Me naman, I also liked everything, but I guess the finals evening gown, not because it was bad, but siguro a different location and a brighter lighting kasi I saw that
Mm-hmm.
kind of a problem.
Mm. And Iloilo daw. Rosel. Mm-hmm.
My team knows this that I'm a perfectionist. So every time na matatapos yung segment, I would always say I could have done better. Like I would beat myself up for it. But I really learned throughout the process that I have to go easy on myself, and that was the best that I could do on that day. Since it's
Mm-hmm.
it's tiring naman so you have to really give it to yourself. But ayun, I don't think I would change anything. I'm happy
Mm-hmm.
with all of my segments.
All right. And Ronnie.
Ako, isa lang na hanggang ngayon pinanghihinayangan ko pa rin. Sana nag-SLR camera ako nung coronation night. Inis na inis ako sa quality ng video ko. As in, every time I'm gonna watch it or look at the photos na
Mm-hmm.
magkakadikit ang aming lahat, parang ako, bakit? Ba't ka nag-phone? Yun lang naman pinaghinayang. Bukod doon, I'm very happy naman kung paano. Yung quality lang talaga nakakainis.
Mm-mm. Sophia.
For me, I think it would be my preliminary long gown competition. I really loved my walk there. I felt like
Mm-mm.
the improvement in my passerelle really showed. But the thing was, I think nagkulang kami talaga sa lighting on the front. We had a lot of
Mm-hmm.
lighting from the back because that was our concept. Because we didn't want to do a stage na. So we had LED lighting from the back. But hindi kinaya ng follow spot sa harap. So
Mm-mm.
parts of my gown were not really illuminated well. So if I were to go back, yun lang talaga the preliminary long gown.
Ayun, 'di ba? Well, regardless, you are all queens now, 'di ba? Mhm. Ayun, so sabi ni Jason, this batch of girls is just incredibly passionate and hardworking. They deserve the crowns. Absolutely, guys. You deserve it. Mhm.
Thank
Yun na
you.
nga eh. Ang dami-dami talagang deserving sa batch nyo. Grabe. At
I
napakahirap maging queen sa batch nyo. May basher si Linel. Sino si Linel? Ayan. Anyways, I love the sport presentation of Miss Naila. Love from Sophia and Angels. O, di ba? Hindi napaka-alta kasi kayong dalawa actually Nila and Ronnie. The same, di ba?
Mm, yes.
Golf, di
Yes.
ba? Ang lakas maka-alta.
We're excited to go golf together, right? We've been talking about it.
Tuturuan ako ni Nela mo.
Ayan. Totoo. Anyways, girls, ano na nga ba yung tanong ko? Nakalimutan ko yung tanong ko. Now, now girls, if I were to ask you which of the during your journey as Miss Philippines Earth, no, what was the most difficult question that ever asked to you? Let's start it with Sophia.
Oh my God. I thought really hard for this. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be the top 20 Q&A when we were
Mm-hmm.
supposed to pick from three colors, and then I picked color red, and the corresponding
Mm-hmm.
question was what gives you the most the biggest sense of fulfillment. And I felt like I was so shocked by the question, by the simplicity of it, because sometimes the most simple questions are the ones that really caught you off guard. So I think
Yes.
it's the thing that happened to me. It really caught me off guard, and I was like, okay, I was able to say that the what gives me the greatest sense of fulfillment was helping the indigenous people of our barangay, but I wasn't really able to expound on it because
Mm-hmm.
I was still having some residual shock from the simplicity of the question. My
Mm-hmm.
answer is correct for me, but I felt like I wasn't able to explain it further.
Mm, okay, so how about? But you did well, huh? How about Ronnie? What was the most difficult question that you've ever that was ever asked to you?
Medyo same kay Sophia, pero yung sa'kin, it was during Meet the Press. Hindi pa nga siya masyadong like big ano, but then at that time, Kuya Adam was the one who asked me. Tapos ako kasi yung first na tinawag. So medyo na-tense agad ako na parang ako yung break ng ice dito. Parang wait lang, hindi pa ako masyadong ready. And then the question niya was very easy lang na if everyone turned vegan, how much would it change the world? And you know,
Mm-mm.
that's my advocacy. So syempre, ang dali dapat yung sagutin for me. But then yun nga, sobrang nagulat ako. Tapos ang dami kong gustong sabihin na yung ending ko, nakasagot ako, but then it wasn't really as nice as I would have wanted it to be. But then,
Mm-mm.
yun yung medyo, hindi ko talaga gusto. Like, after the Meet the Press, talagang, na ano, parang gusto kong umiyak. Sobrang na-disappoint lang ako sa sarili ko. But sabi ko, it's okay, may chance pa akong bumawi.
Mm-mm. Ayun, nakabawi naman.
Uwi naman.
Yes,
Pero ano
Rosel.
naman.
Yes, Rosel. Mm-hmm.
Ako, siguro I wouldn't say that this is the hardest, but it was the Q&A that I really had to contemplate about because at that time I was very tired from a shoot in the morning and then pagkagabi, yun yung Q&A or yung interview for Eco Video. I
Mm-mm.
thought I heard it correctly because I was so confident I heard it correctly. The first question I answered it, I was very satisfied with my answer for the first question. But by the second question, I think I was starting to lose my senses na that I didn't
Mm-mm.
hear it correctly. And so, ayun, I didn't give the answer that was supposed to be said. So I wish I would have done it differently.
Mhm. Ayun. Amira.
Same with Ate Ronnie. It was during the Meet the Press. So
Mm-mm.
I'm not sure which pageant blogger asked this, pero it was something like until now I don't understand the question. Parang ano, if you were to change, it was in connection with the LGBT because it was Pride Month. If I were to change a color from the rainbow, what would it be and why? And parang what's its connection to the environment? O parang ako naloka ako dun sa tanong, hindi ko siya na-gets talaga. So sinagot ko na lang siya, pero hindi ako confident dun sa explanation. Pero the difference is with Ate Ronnie, I cried talaga after the Meet the Press kasi sobrang na-disappoint ako. But thankfully,
Mhm.
I was able to redeem myself.
And Nila. Mhm.
Mine would also be Meet the Press because there was a one question that got me very confused. Like I didn't know what kind of answer they wanted. I didn't know what kind of substance they needed. They asked
Mm-mm.
me. They say that there is gold at the end of the rainbow.
Mm-mm.
If you could replace the gold with something, what would it be and why? And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, can it be? Does it have to be tangible, or it could be like a wish? So I was like, yeah, like a wish. And I was like, then why did you just ask what do I wish for? So I was like, what?
I was there.
I remember that.
Yes, same. Naalala ko yun.
Yeah, I was so confused. I was like, well, I'm here because I want to protect the environment. So environmental peace.
But you handled it well.
Yeah, but you know what, guys? Don't feel disappointed of the questions if you weren't able to answer it the way you wanted to answer, supposedly during the press presentation. However, that's basically giving the press as well a first impression of you. So I definitely understand that you should have given the best answer that you wanted, but of course, you always have this opportunity to redeem yourself, of course, just like what you did. All right. Now, so congratulations once again. You did very well. Now, this time I'll just ask you queens to pick among you. Um, just pick one among you for me to ask the questions. So let's start with Sophia. Who's your first pick? Who's your pick rather?
Okay. Because I know she's gonna do well. Rosel.
Okay, Rosel. So
Ay,
since
yeah.
Sophia picked you, let me ask you the question that was asked to Sophia. So
Ay.
here's the question. What gives you the greatest sense of fulfillment?
Same kami ng question.
Totoo ba? Ay, same kayo ng question. Hin-
Oo,
Oo
same
nga,
kami.
no? Pareho. Ano, hindi ko napansin yun, bongga. However, would you change your answer or not?
I definitely could have expounded more. I'm
Mm-hmm.
very direct to the point kasi. But I'm contented naman because it got me to the top 20 or the top 10 pala.
Uh, all right then. So, Sophia, pick na lang ng isa.
Another one. Okay.
No, ay, no, 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 I'm
I
sorry. Si ano na lang pala, si Rosel na lang pala. Mm.
Si Ate Ronnie.
Ate Ronnie. Ayan. So, Ronnie, here's the question for our Rosel that I'll be asking it to you. So, what gives you the greatest sense of fulfillment?
Siguro right now, I would say, kapag alam kong meron ako natulungan or kapag alam ko na yung may ginawa ako na talagang nakaapekto sa isang tao in such a good way, doon ako
Mm-mm.
sobrang ma-fulfill because knowing that, you know, this is me, I'm just staying true to who I am, being authentic, doing what I can, tapos naging malaking impact pala siya for another person. Iba sa pakiramdam yung ganun. When you're not even really trying, yet you're still
Mm-mm.
actually helping other people.
Yeah, contentment, 'di ba?
Talagang.
Mhm. Mm. Okay, ikaw na ngayon. It's your turn. Who would you like to answer your question?
Si Amira na lang.
Si Amira. Ayan. So, the question for Amira is, what qualities about yourself are you most grateful for?
Okay. I'm most grateful for being able to have my own anger and value it. Because I believe anger is a very important quality in me because it's that part of me that knows my worth. That whenever I'm angry, I know that I have to stand up for myself. I was a sexual harassment survivor, and thankfully I didn't let that get me down. And although I didn't let my anger control me, I still use that to prove my worth and turn that into passion so that I can advocate against sexual harassment.
Wow, thank you. And who would you choose between Naila and Sophia?
I choose Ate Sophie.
All right, Sophia, here's the question. What makes you feel
Okay.
most seen and understood?
Oh, okay. What makes me feel most seen and understood is
Mm-hmm.
probably, for example, in my case, in my business, when I am able to really assert my ideas. Because growing up, as a woman, sometimes you're belittled, sometimes you're underestimated. Sometimes they
Mm-hmm.
feel like because you're a woman, you can't really make a decision that's very, credible. But I
Mm-mm.
beg to disagree. I want to tell the people that this is me. I'm assertive of my ideas. I know that I am correct a lot of the times. And that is when people really understand where I'm coming from. That's where I most feel understood.
Wow, diba? So, and of course, the last question. So let's just the same question that was asked to Ronnie, Naila. What gives you the greatest sense of fulfillment?
What gives me the greatest self what?
Mhm.
Sorry, can you repeat?
Um, what gives you the greatest sense of fulfillment?
The thing that gives me the greatest sense of fulfillment is knowing that I'm always constantly trying to do better. When I look back and I know that today I'm the most optimal version of myself, I know that I have no regrets. I know that there's not a thing that I could develop, but look forward and move forward because that's where the future is. I don't want to look
Mm-mm.
at the past, but I want to make sure that I'm the best version of myself, not for me, but for everybody around me.
Di ba? Wow, ang galing! So, clap, clap, clap to everyone, guys. And thank you so much for this afternoon for gracing once again our page and our channel. And once again, I'm really grateful and honored to have you. I'm more than really pleasured or somehow grateful for this opportunity. So, thank you once again. Thank you, ladies. And what message would you give to everyone, to all of your supporters, to Miss Earth organization, and to your family? Let's start it with Amira.
Okay, so I just want to thank everyone for believing in me and for believing I could do it. Because starting this competition, I didn't believe I could. But now that I pushed through, I made it to Miss Philippines Air. So thank you so much. I hope you continue to support all of our journeys.
Mm-hmm. And Rosel.
Yes, thank you to everyone who supported me in my Miss Philippines Air journey so far. It's just the start of our journey. There's definitely more in store for us, and we're definitely going to make you all even prouder. So thank you
Mhm.
so much, and to everyone out there, stay safe.
All right. And of course, Neila.
I want to thank every single person that's been behind me during this entire thing. You're the people who have been lifting me up when I feel down. I wouldn't win or I wouldn't be in this situation if it wasn't for you guys. I want to thank every single supporter I have, my family. I want to thank God. I want to thank my friends who trusted me from the very beginning. And I want to thank every single person who watched Miss Philippines Earth. This wouldn't even be possible if we don't have your eyes to witness all the things that is happening. So I would like to thank everybody, and I hope you can try to live a greener lifestyle. So thank you so much, and have a good day.
All right. Yes, Ronnie.
Yes, to my family, my friends, my supporters, and the organization, thank you so much for believing in me, for having faith in me, and for giving me the opportunity to showcase who I really am and to share my advocacy to everyone. So thank you po sa lahat ng sumuporta, and kahit tapos na yung Miss Philippines Earth, I hope that you are still there to join us in our journey kasi gaya ng sabi ni Rosel, we're just starting and madami pa kami ipapakita, madami pa kami ibubuga. So, hintayin nyo lahat
Mm-hmm.
yan.
All right. And Sophia.
Thank you so much to all who have supported me in my journey and, of course, for believing in my potential. Thank you so much to my family, of course, to my Sophia Angels, to my glam team, to my production team. Thank you so much, of course, to the LGU of Tanay for trusting me as the representative. And, of course, again, as my sister said, Please stay with us during this journey. It hasn't ended. It is just beginning, and there are a lot more programs that we're gonna be rolling out together as your new batch of Miss Earth Queens.
All right. So once again, thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you, guy. Thank you, Queens. Thank you to all of viewers. Thank you for staying with us for more than an hour. And I believe that I know, guys, that you still have another um
True.
interview. So definitely I'm going to let you go, guys. But before that, of course, let's take a photo na. Ayan. Live na nagte-take ng photo. One, two, three. There you go. Thank you so much. And guys, if you have not yet followed or like our page for all the new viewers, please do follow our page and like as well, and do subscribe and click the bell notification of our YouTube channel. You can also follow us on all other social media platforms, just the same name, Pageant Mag Philippines, across social media platforms. So see you all, guys, later at 8 p.m. With another candidate of Miss of MUP. So please to support us against, guys, and thank you so much for staying with us.
Bye! Pahaba lang.
Bye!
Happy birthday kay Papa.
Congratulations.
Oh,
Go
happy
ahead. Sige.
Happy
birthday!
birthday!
Happy
Sino mag-greet?
birthday!
Si
Mm.
Papa. Happy birthday, Pa.
Wow, happy
Sige.
birthday. Happy
Thank you
Papa.
so much. Happy birthday po sa daddy ni Rosel.
Oh,
Thank
happy
you.
birthday!